Hi there, students. I had a question from Jerome about what's the difference between inverse and converse. And if you look at a lot of dictionaries, the first thing they will say is these two words are synonyms. They will say they both mean opposite. And they're not exactly the same. Let's look at inverse firstly. If there's an inverse relationship between two things, as one becomes bigger, then the other gets smaller. Yeah? So I guess there's an inverse relationship between how much free time you have and how much salary you get. If you spend a lot of time working and very little free time, you get lots of salary. Yeah? So very little free time, lots of salary. Lots of free time, you don't work much, not so much salary. So this is an inverse relationship. Yeah? I guess you might say they're opposites. Yeah? Converse means the other way round, reversed. Yeah? So when the sun is up, it's warm. And the converse is true when the sun is not up. It's cold when the sun is not up. Okay, so to say the opposite is true, I would use the word converse. Okay, the converse is true. The opposite thing is true. Let's see. Let's try some examples. Let's try a conditional. If I work hard, I earn lots of money. Okay, so what's the inverse of that? The inverse of that is if I don't work hard, I don't get lots of money. And what's the converse of that? The converse is if I get lots of money if I work hard. Okay, so if I work hard, I get lots of money. The converse, if I get lots of money if I work hard, the other way round. And the inverse, 1 over x, if I don't work hard, I don't get lots of money. Okay, so that really is the idea. Yeah? Inversely, opposite proportions, yeah, the other way round, as one gets bigger, one gets smaller. The inverse of 7/8 is 8/7. Does it have a converse? No, it doesn't. Okay, so if you look at these two, if you say converse, something that's turned around, something that's contrary, whereas inverse, upside down or inside out. Yeah, so the outside on the in, or the bottom side on the top. So upside down or inside out, inverse. But back to front, converse, contrary, turned around. And I think that really is the difference between these two. Let's try this with a bit of logic. If A, then B. The converse, if B, then A. The other way around. The inverse, if not A, then not B. Yeah? We're using negatives, the other way around. Okay? And I think this is generally the idea. Okay, so converse means the other side around, is the opposite way round. Yeah, so in the UK they drive on the right, but in the US or in France the converse is true, the opposite. Yeah, could you say inverse? I can definitely hear people saying inverse, and I think you probably could, but converse is definitely a better word to use in this situation. Let's see, inverse and converse, formality. I think inverse 6 in formality, converse 6.5. I think inverse you could use anywhere. Converse is a little bit formal for an informal conversation, but use it anywhere else. Yeah. And then as to the origin, inverse from Latin inversus, invertere, to invert. Yeah. Whereas converse from conversor. Yeah. Well, no, sorry, I'm totally out of it. From conversus or converto, to turn about. So it depends if you turn it about or you turn it upside down. And I think that's really the difference. Converse, turn it about. Inverse, turn it upside down. So, oh yes, notice as well, to converse, to have a conversation, but to converse with somebody, but the converse is true. Okay, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Inverse and converse.